everybody, welcome back to another episode of Small Business 101 here on Arbeit.
Alex, this is not just any episode, right? So this is our actually first live debate episode, right? Because we're talking about outsourcing today.
Okay.
You're an outsourcing fan, or you're not an outsourcing fan.
Yeah.
I'm an outsourcing fan.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
So, let's start with you. Why are you a fan of outsourcing?
Not a fan.
Not a fan of outsourcing.
Right.
I'm not right on the next time.
I'm not a fan of outsourcing because I've tried it in the past, and a lot of I would say 90% of the time that we've tried it, we've gotten poor quality work back.
Right, like when you did the marketing outsourcing?
Yeah, we should, if we would have taken that, there'd be a giant...
a 7-foot-tall mascot of
Arby.
Alex Villafranca.
No, it was like a robot Arbeit.
I hope he doesn't watch this. Poor guy.
I don't care. I'm sorry. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, we literally sat in this meeting and this guy pitched us a mascot.
You had a good sales pitch.
Yeah, we bought it.
But yeah, it's just... the problem I have with outsourcing is, and it's not like every outsourcing company probably, or everyone that you're going to outsource to is like this. You need to find the diamond in the rough, really. But most of them, they don't really care about your company. They don't take the time or effort to learn about your culture, your brand, your processes, or anything like that. And they just slap together some junk and throw it to you and say, oh, this is good.
So that's a perfect example, right? Like when we outsourced the marketing early on, right?
Yeah, we tried.
And they were posting blogs that were completely unrelated to anything we did, right?
Yeah.
They were posting on like IT security blogs or something like that. Remember that?
Yeah.
So that's an example of like...
So our customers don't care about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's the stuff that they were, it was
Cookie cutter.
right, it was, you know, I was actually reading a book last night. I'd never read, and I read
First time ever, huh? What book was
this?
this?
Talking about this Purple Cow.
Seth Godin. Jeez.
And there was he was talking about the journal, right, the Wall Street Journal, and how you could put anyone's logo on any of the ads in the journal, and you wouldn't know the difference. And that was what I said.
Like because no one pays attention?
Yeah, because it's just so boring.
Yeah.
And that's what I said about that marketing content that was going out at that time. Is it was literally just this cookie cutter content. You could slap any company in the world's logo on it and you would not know. You would be like, oh, that seems right.
Yeah.
You have no idea who there's nothing behind it. It was so cookie cutter. So that's why I dislike it.
Yeah. Okay.
The outsourcing, because they don't really take the time to get to know your brand and put the brand into the content that you're producing.
So I guess here's the difference, right? Like I've never, since we've been doing this, had a bad experience with outsourcing, right? I'm trying to think if I did.
Yeah, but you got.
You know what?
So what tasks have you outsourced?
So we outsourced the lead gen, right? So which is like before the sales team was doing that. So they were literally scouring the internet or whatever sort of outlet for companies, and it was taking up a huge chunk of their time. And honestly, their skill set is not doing that. Their skill set is actually selling.
Right.
So we looked into outsourcing that to a company that just, you know, you outsource it and they spend the whole day scouring for internet. So
how much time did you work with them?
So that was what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So the first part of that meeting was explaining our company to them, who our core customers. We set the guidelines that we're looking for this, this, and this, and they went out and found that.
Did they ask you all these questions?
They asked us some questions, yeah.
Or did you say, like, this is what you need to do? Or?
So the first was like an intro call where they wanted to go over our company and what our target market was, and then I was like, here's what we're looking for. So then we really drilled down on like the specifics of what we wanted. So, and that's been great. They've been great. They do great work, and we've been getting appointments off those leads, so it's been great. The second thing we outsource is we outsource some of the calling, right? Like, and that's because we want to get from, you know, A to B kind of quickly. We decided, you know what, we're going to scale up, and we contracted with a company that's cold calling on our behalf. Hopefully no one knows that. And same exact thing. There was 3 or 4 days where it was just learning the product, learning the industry. It was like we were training, instead of training, it's like we were training a new salesperson, but we were training 10 of them at a time. So they took the time to learn our business, learn our industry, what we wanted, what our target market size was. We taught them the objections, how we handle them, our pitch, all of that. And that has also been great. So
I was going to say, so essentially what it sounds like is you're going to get out of outsourcing what you put into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but when I first started outsourcing this, we were a new company. And I've never dealt with an outsourcing anything before. So like the company that you're outsourcing to, this is really a tip for them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So you're an outsourcing company.
Like, yeah, take the time to learn the company. Go through a lot of the people that are outsourcing, it's not like they do it all the time. You're the one that's supposed to hold their hand through the process.
And you said it earlier that, you know, people think outsourcing is like a problem solver, a magic wand, right? Like I'm just going to let this person handle this 100% and it's going to be great.
Right.
And that's the mistake.
I'm going to call ABC Marketing and say, hey, I need 10 landing pages.
I need marketing done.
Okay, great.
Not even that. It's like, hey, I want you to market for me.
Right.
Right.
And then you're done, and then they're going to come back to you with
Yeah, and you're going to say I'm
that's
marketing, I'm
usable.
posting on Facebook, I'm setting Twitter.
Yeah.
But where does that get you, right?
Yeah, get you nowhere.
So, moral of this story would be if you're going to outsource, you can't take your thumb off it, right? Like
Right.
you need to be involved in the process. You got to put a lot of time into it. It's not like it's I'm not going to work at this anymore. I'm
Right.
done. I'm out. Here you go. Right.
Right.
That's the mistake. It's more of you got to think this is like part of your company, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna work with these people. I'm gonna help them figure it out, and we're gonna do this
Yeah,
together.
you gotta manage it just like, imagine they're working.
They
in
work
the
here every
company.
single day.
Yep, and stay in contact, can't constantly giving them new information, whatever. But you said you had a bad experience outsourcing.
Yeah, we outsourced. We outsourced a part of our sales funnel, and honestly, during the outsourcing, they told us not to outsource it.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah. So that was the one bad experience I had with outsourcing.
Okay,
So.
alright. Well, yeah. That's
So
it.
yeah, let us know who won, me or Alex. What you think? Should you outsource? Should you not outsource? Are we both winners? Are we both losers? Which is probably the more likely scenario.
True.
Let us know. Comment below and subscribe. And as always,
Thanks
keep
for
watching.
watching.
And we'll see you next week.
See ya.